Tradespoon, and today we're going to have a live trading room open to trade stock and options using our technology. For those of you who are new, welcome. This is my brief bio. Disclosures are very important. Please read them. Trading stock and options involve risk, not suitable for everyone. You must be aware of the risk and be willing to accept them in order to invest in current market conditions. And you can pause the screen to read the remaining of this. Bulls tried to stage a rebound today after pullback, and then sharp pullback, 12 o'clock, kind of rebounding back. We talked about positioning, right? That there's the highest open interest is at 590, 600, and 590. All right, this is the level we are kind of been bouncing in the past couple of days. We have NVIDIA earnings after the market closes, right? In the next hour, we either going to have a breakout and try to reclaim all-time highs, or market is vulnerable and potentially we could break below, right? Or it could be non-event and just trades, continue to trade. But as long as we are between 600 and 590, this is a sell, right? This is a buy. Every time it's 600, you would sell. Every time it's 590, 592, consider buying. Any other questions? Obviously, false breakouts, false rallies also could be an issue, but we could have either this, right, or continuation. Right? And I think NVIDIA earnings will probably will determine which way the market is going to go. Any questions? Keep an eye on 10-year yield. 10-year yield continues to fall precipitously. It's a 200-day moving average, 2 standard deviation move, extremely oversold. Probably, I would say at this point, the ABC pattern is probably close to an end. So that could be bullish for the market. At least, I'm not saying this is the bottom, but at least we need to have some kind of a meaningful bounce back on the yield. So I would watch the yield. Same thing can be said about dollar. High yield is stable, so there's no dislocation, right? So that's positive. That means that this is a well-contained pullback. You have high investment bonds in strong uptrend, TLTs strong uptrend. Semiconductors are bouncing on NVIDIA and supermarket computer news. Again, 520 for Q2, 520 to 510 is the range where it's trading. And same thing can be said about NVIDIA. I think we touched 50-day moving average, 135 and 125. So it's trading between 135 and 125. What else is interesting? Tariffs on copper. Copper has been volatile. Potential tariffs on copper that came out in the news yesterday. FCX moving. Let's see what else. And Bitcoin. Where's the Bitcoin? Bitcoin also precipitously falling, right? So risk off, down, about 30% in just a few weeks. So risk off. Next stop is. It's long consult. Yeah, next stop is probably get back to this base, 200-day moving average, 75,000. 70 to 75,000 is the next level on Bitcoin. So definitely a risk-off environment. Any questions? All right, let's review the positions and see if we want to make any adjustments. So I did close SRE, right? SRE had to be myself D, right? I shouldn't have, at least should have put a put spread. Now that I think about it, either close it when it broke through the support at 80 or put a put spread at this level. But it is what it is. I'm down more than 2.5% of my portfolio, so that's not good. So I exit out. Move on to the next trades. I also exited last 9 QQQ put spread. I think I was right. QQQ was oversold yesterday. We had a nice bounce back. We just didn't have this reversal happen quickly. Was planning to buy QQQ put spread again, but we're back to the lows. I mean, if the 590 level is broken tomorrow after the NVIDIA earnings, then I would buy QQQ put spread, right? Because we probably head into, at least year-to-date low, 575, 570, 575. So that's my strategy. Right now it's oversold. I think anything NVIDIA says positive, market can rebound. So that's QQQ and SRE out of my positions. So this is the time to kind of find where the bottom is, or at least see the start of the bottoming process, and maybe start thinking about adding, whether it's a Citigroup or Morgan Stanley. They're all held or slightly below 50-day moving average. General Electric also seem to be reasonable. Maybe after NVIDIA earnings, start thinking about buying. Or maybe even financial exposure I don't have. So let's see, Texas Instruments. So I do have one semi-day moving average, right at that support. So I was thinking about closing it at 200-197. How's ADI doing? It is holding for now. Okay, so I have small exposure to Texas Instruments. And let's see. So maybe just add to General Electric position. What is it trading? 280. $195, 200. It's actually positive. But I would go into April. Right? March is kind of close. If NVIDIA has bad earnings, there's no time to recover for March. April, I think we're fine. So we have 195, 200. See, April 195, 200. Okay. Trading at $3. Three probably not, but 310. Okay. So I do have a General Electric position. It pulled back. So I want to add kind of, and this is option laddering, right? You use different strikes, or you use different expiration months, or each position. And if NVIDIA doesn't deliver good earnings, March position is in trouble. But April, we might recover by April, right? Because I still think that long-term bullish trend is intact. So I'm buying 195 to 100 call spread. So let's text alone. Let's see if we can send the email. Buy General Electric. GPT. All right, alone. I Skyped you. Let me know if you see it. And then let's see what else. I do have Gilead. So that's staying. Uptrend is Morgan Stanley. We talked about Morgan Stanley. Small position Morgan Stanley. Still have energy. Okay, had earnings. Kind of not an event, right? It's still trading above 200-day moving average. It's, kind of obviously didn't hit a home run. So for now, it's just kind of staying the same. And we talk about Texas Instrument. Small exposure to technology for now makes sense. Okay, so I have financial exposure, I have pharma, I have small technology position, small industrial. Okay, so and now I'm gonna wait and see what the NVIDIA earnings look like. Let's look at NVIDIA earnings, see if you want to do alert on NVIDIA earnings. So I think 10% implied volatility. So the largest position, see, people are hedging. Usually nobody's buying puts. Situation is a little bit different. Everybody's buying puts. So strike 150 is the largest position. The largest open interest is 150. Basically saying that if we hit a home run, we will get back to 150 level. I like that. And if we don't, then the largest put position is at 120, which is less than one standard deviation. Around one standard deviation, 10%. 10% to the downside would be a little bit below 120. So those are the two levels I would consider. Let's look. I'm going to stay. So I'm going to put NVIDIA and I will do calendar spread. See, because I think maybe not this week, but it will recover. Calendar spread. Buy to open. Let's see. Okay, so if I buy March 14 and sell February 28, 150 strike on both sides, because that's the largest position. How much will it cost? $1.16. Okay. $1.16. If you do March 7th, then it's half the price, 66 cents. So if you want to pay 66 cents, so it kind of for another week, maybe it might make sense. So that's here. You can find this strategy analysis. This is example. Examples. Long call, February 28th, and and which strike did I say? 150. 150 strike. And we're going to March. March 7th. Okay. So 56 cents. Obviously high. So you're paying 60 cents. That's the most I can lose. In ideal world, we hit 150. Right? We hit not below 150 this week. Maybe 140, maybe 145. And there's a follow through, and the rally starts, in March. Usually it doesn't start till middle of March, but obviously. If I don't want to spend 66 cents or more, the puts are pretty well protected, 120 level. A lot of positioning on NVIDIA and 120. It will not be broken. So trade option NVIDIA. This is maybe do vertical. Let's see how much is premium in the. Let's do 115 strike. 115 strike. 15 for 115. 60 cents. A lot of position at 150. I can go down to 110. 110, 105. So you can sell 110, 105 expires next week or this week. Just depends how much premium you want to collect. All right, let's thank you along. Can you please? All right, now let's do NVIDIA. Same thing. Trade option. NVIDIA. Let's see, do we have that in Phoenix Power Trader? We do. Okay. So vertical. It's $1 spread. Okay, so 115, 114 is 14 cents. It's 120 would be right below that level. Okay. So I'm good. I mean, if you want more premium and you're willing to wait, then you can go to March 7th or March 14th, right? If you don't think, you just want more premium, less risk. But obviously you would have to wait. There'll be more time premium in these options. So I sold 115, 114 for 15 cents. How long? Let's see, how does this look? DPT alert. Buy to OpenGE 195. Very nice. Very nice. Looks good. Send DPT alert by NVIDIA. So this is the put spread 115, 114 put spread. Although you can do it in one email. You can do two. Either one. Okay, so now we're going to target. I want to target actually the 150 strike. Let's see, March 14th. 150 strike. It's expensive, right? So March 7th, 140 strikes. So that's the strike that everybody's targeting. 150, right? That's the highest strike is 150. Okay. So if I give myself 1 week, it's 70 cents. If I give myself 2 weeks, means $1.40. Okay, so I'll give myself 1 week. I don't want to spend too much money, but I'm willing to risk 70 cents. Let's try 69 cents first. Okay, so I'm buying March 7th, selling February 28th. No? I got it. Okay. So bullish. So I'm basically using the premium to reduce my cost on the call spread, right? On the calendar call spread, with the idea that we're not gonna, maybe this week we get on better than expected earnings. We have large position at 140. Let's say it stays at 140 today, tomorrow, Friday, but then the rally restarts, right? The rally restarts. I mean, obviously, if you don't agree and you have a bearish position on Nvidia, and there's a lot of people that are bearish, probably more people bearish than, that's the good news, right? When everybody's bearish and hedging, usually nobody buying puts. Now everybody's buying puts because of the fear, right? People are afraid. When people are afraid, that's good, and they're hedged, then it's, unless there's really bad news, you might not break. And, this is obviously still a positive slope, 50-day moving average, 200-day moving average. 50-day moving average is negative slope, 20-day, but it's converging, and then you could have a breakout. Any questions? Brad, Fred, Lalit, welcome back. A long time on Nvidia. So selling put spread, subsidizing to buy call spread. Obviously, if you want to own Nvidia because you believe that AI is going to just take over the world, and you have a large portfolio, you don't mind owning 100 shares, then it's much easier to do that. Obviously, if you have a small portfolio, there is a risk, right? The risk is if it drops to 114 and stays 114, then I'm down 86. Well, I'm down 85 cents here and 69 cents here. So I'm down $1.50, something like that. So I'm down. That's my maximum exposure is $1.50, right? So $150. But the gain could be unlimited, right? If it works exactly the way I think it could work, then there is no. This is one of those asymmetrical gains. You're risking little, but if it breaks 150 after Friday and continues to rally, then you can have outsized gains. Risk versus reward. Can you show the calendar call spread? Calendar call spread is right here. So I'm buying to open March 7th and selling February 28th. And Alon is going to send, at least for yellow diamond, he's going to send the learns shortly. He's working on it. So this is a put spread. Sorry, this is a call spread, March 7th, and the put spread is this guy. So the put spread, same expiration months, this Friday, but different strikes. Selling more expensive leg, buying less expensive leg. On the call spread bullish, I'm basically selling February 28, 150, saying that no, we're not going to get to 150. We can get to 140 maybe, 145. But then next week, people are going to be super happy and trumping, and off we go. But all the stars have to align for this to work. But this is one of those asymmetrical returns that you're looking for. Open Nvidia straight buy to open March 7, 150, sell to February 150, best execution price $16. Okay. Any questions on Nvidia? All right, let's see what else is brewing. see what else is brewing. Okay, what else? Research calendar, earnings. What else? We did have few earnings this morning. I'm still watching Workday. Closed the short call, right? We talked about, I think, 280. What did I have? 280 strike. What did we talk about last night on Workday? 290 call. So, you know, if it stayed, I mean, it's still not late, obviously, but it's pretty sharp pullback. So it needs to rebound back for that March 14th. I mean, I have 2 weeks, obviously, it can get there. Same thing could be said about CPNG. CPNG is actually doing pretty well. I think, what strike did we select? 26. So that's doing well. CPNG is doing well. So basically, yeah, if it expires below 26 this Friday, but then going into March 14 continues to rally, and that would be good. TJX is the same thing. What strike did we do? 131 call, TJX. I mean, it has to break above all-time high, but you know, I have time. March 14, basically. Okay, so those are the trades. Home Depot's kind of needs a little love, get back to 400. DoorDash, so catching a bit. Alibaba rallying back, so that's good. Okay, Texas Instrument. Morgan Stanley is doing okay. General Electric in the middle of the session, so that's good. NVIDIA is up. All right, I have a few more. Let's see. Any more earnings? We have 20 minutes left. All right, so we talked about NVIDIA CRM. It's another darling, AI darling. 200-day moving average doesn't look good. Usually people are bullish, maybe 10 to 15% implied move, not AI CRM. $350. %, 10%. It could be volatile, right? Average move is 10%. Largest strike is 350. Largest strike is 350. Okay. Basically saying they're just going to retrace all the losses. Okay. If you say so. So I would just do calendars. Target 340. What did I say? 350. You have obviously 330, 340. The biggest one is 350. So that's CRM, Salesforce after the close. Synopsys, Snowflake, another BI, AI player. Very strong earnings last time, big move. It's Snowflake. What do everybody think? What do they think? 20% move. Average move is 20%. So, and people are buying 200 strike. Okay. Do calendar. So that's Snowflake. So Snowflake, CRM, and NVIDIA. Few AI stocks today. Synopsys was also volatile. Also software. Beat up. Storage. That's about it after the close. And then tomorrow, nothing interesting. Hormel Foods, James Smucker. So some of the consumer staples have been on the tear. Right? You have a reversal, so double top, triple top reversal, and maybe a little bit overdone. Spiders are turning positive, kind of trading close in the middle of the range. So that's not a CRM. I assume we're going to break out of this range, right? Either to the downside or to the upside, right? We spent 3 days, consolidation. There's a lot of open interest that expires on Friday. So if we don't break that level tomorrow on Thursday, Friday when it expires, we're going to be in a similar situation on last Friday. A lot of positions are getting removed, right? Let's just check that again. I don't think I've ever seen that actually. I mean, I'm not the biggest expert in Gamma, but I haven't seen this. But if you look at February 28th, let's look at next Friday, March 7th, then March expiration, April expiration. If you look at the Gamma, basically February 28th has $7 billion, more than, $6 billion in the March. And then next Friday it gets small, right? And April small. So that means it expired on Friday. If we have another week CPI data, services PMI data, another catalyst. I mean, to the upside or to the downside. I mean, we have PCE data. I don't think it's going to be a big surprise. We have GDP. People are concerned about GDP, so that is something to watch. We have several Fed speakers tomorrow. Bostic speaks. Probably Bostic said something, right, that spooked the market. Looks like it was exactly around the time he spoke. Let's see. What are the news? Rebound action, mega houses, logic, tax cuts over the next decades. Okay. We have GDP, weekly initial claims, durable orders. We'll see. Maybe Trump reiterated that he's not dropping the tariffs against Mexico and Canada that takes effect on April 4th, March 4th. Okay, so tariffs are back in the discussion. We'll see. All right, it's 2:48. Have more people joining. Alon, Brad, Fred, Lali, Thomas, Michael, Steve. Any questions on any of the trades? That is a positive. We actually made higher high. All right, all eyes are NVIDIA. Let's add this. So I did NVIDIA. I already have that. I have Snowflake. I have CRM. Snowflake, CRM, and NVIDIA. Okay. Snowflake, CRM, and let's do NVIDIA. Done. Looks like end of day. All right, all eyes on NVIDIA earnings. That's all I have for today. Thank you very much. Let me know if you guys have any other questions. Otherwise, I will see you tomorrow morning. Thank you.